Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Mudborne, a game about breeding frogs, made by the developer of Apico. So if the art style looks at all familiar to you, I think a lot of these assets are actually just reused, but instead of breeding bees this time around, it's frogs. So we're just going to replant all of these saplings. Oops. Didn't mean to go overboard there. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to make magic mud. So I'm going to need, I think, water? Or no, mud tank. So I'm going to need water, some kind of mushroom, and then I'll make magic mud. Do I have a bucket? Or do I need to make a new bucket? Wait, no. I know where my other bucket is. I'm going to make a couple, just because no matter what, we're going to just need more buckets across the board. So the entire point of this is we go out, grab resources, make, oh, that's the spawner. No, we want to go up here. I should probably actually bring that with. Oh, we are going to need a lot of mud to make this work. And I should probably go grab a mushroom. Okay, do we have any useful looking mushrooms around here? I'm just going to grab this one, the shrinking twiglet. Found in grass, blooms in the dark, or blooms during the night, removes one chonk. I didn't realize we'd be min-maxing our frogs even further than this. Yeah, let's hammer one of these cauldrons just so I can get it down closer. I'll figure out a better placement system for this at a later date. Oh, it's... whatever. Okay, so that's at least some. So then we throw in mushrooms. I need at least 5. Okay, so note to self, go and go and collect a whole bunch of mushrooms while we're here. Because I guess we're gonna need them. Because yeah, I don't see any unique frog breeds around here. So it looks like we're going to have to make them ourselves. I like this music though, it's very chill. And yeah, it looks like there's other mushroom types. I've already collected a couple, but I guess I have enough to make... Okay, no, we have the calming oyster, so we can make 2 different ones. I didn't take a look at what the calming oyster's mushroom effects were. That's fine. Oh. And they must regrow pretty quick, too. Which is nice. There. I think 25 is enough. I could go for more, but we don't even know how much mud I'm going to need to do what I want. And unfortunately, there was a bit of an intro cutscene on this one, but I've mixed it. Okay. I have at least 5 mushrooms, 2 buckets of mud. Okay, and we need an empty bucket in the output. There we go. Oh. And like in Apico, you have to manually interact with these things. Okay, so we have some shrinking twiglet mud. Reduces chonk. Sure. So let us see what kind of frog spawn we gotta get out of this. I guess there's more stuff I could do. Why don't we actually go and grab some more mushrooms while we're here? I might just have to make a bunch of different cauldrons with a bunch of different mud. We're also probably going to need a silly amount of mud. Oh, you know, maybe what I do is actually go set up right next, like set up my workspace right next to one of these mud ponds. Because I think that would almost be more practical than setting it up where it is. Why don't we do that? I'm gonna need more wood anyway. Boy, yeah, those mushrooms just pop right back up again. Yeah, let's do a quick choppy on everything. Just build kind of a new lab space. Actually, maybe what I should do is have a bunch of my cauldrons. Or, because I could have my cauldrons up here. I don't know. I'll move them around once we've done a little bit more. For starters... Dang it. I didn't realize I had the hammer equipped. Well, I guess I'll just put it up here anyway. Yep. Unequipped everything, which means Let's see. I'm gonna need more mud. Wait, here's a question. Okay, cool. This actually is a bit of a time saver. Because I can just interact with the whole dang thing without actually having to go anywhere. I can just keep the menu open. Okay. And then all I need to do is put an empty bucket in there. What I should probably do is go grab my other cauldrons. But I'll get to that in a second. Let's take a look at these. Well, we got a common green. Let's see. Right-click while holding to drop, and then we also got a pair of these. Common green. So you can also see its various stats. Well, in that case, go here. Got some more egg. Snag those, but unfortunately my inventory is super full. Okay, so where's my breeder? Oh, it's still there. So I think I'm just going to try and collect a couple of these things a little higher. I don't really need the house for much of anything. Pastime and Dreamwalk. Yeah, there's like a frog god that put us on this mission. Unfortunately, this game started... it's the empty bucket in the output, but we have... Well, Sure. I wonder if I can get these to be automatic at some point. Give them some water. Give them some more eggs. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to actually start selectively breeding for certain traits. Because that removes Ribbit. Oh. Removes Chonk. Removes Grump. Let's see. Experiment with traits to discover this species. So it looks like we're just going to have to selectively breed. So every frog has 5 traits. Pizzazz, Ribbit, Chonk, Stink, and Grump. By minimizing or maximizing the traits of frog spawn in the nursery with magic mud, you can grow into a whole new species. Okay, so what else do we have? Gene Stealer. All frogs have these. Checker frog... Gene Stealer. And if you min or max a specific trait, 1 or 5, you'll get a new brand new species. Magic mud will buff or debuff a frog spawn's traits when used in a nursery. Okay. Unfortunately, these frog spawn have pretty high stats, so reducing them is probably not the best. Okay. And if we're taking a look at this, let me go back to, mushrooms. So this removes Chonk. So we want to breed 2 frogs with low Chonk, which I'm assuming is C. Okay, so they've got low Chonk. They've got low Chonk. Then while we're at it, let's go snag some more mushrooms. I'll have to specifically keep an eye out for different mushroom types, as each one obviously messes with different stats. So I think what we want to do is effectively just go around, I think we have to just get every single frog type. One of every single frog to complete the demo. I don't know if there's going to be more to this game than that. But I'm kind of hoping there will be, just for the sake of making things interesting. So we're going to want to max out, have a frog with maxed out 1 of every stat. Different frogs, each with a specific stat maxed out. I wonder if you could actually make, like, the Golden God frog with, like, maxed out Chonk and Pizzazz and everything. Because there's a possibility there's, like, even further combinations I don't know of, but that might also just be something that's not available in this version of the game. Because this is only a demo, at least at the moment. This is really what you see is what you get for the current island availability. It's pretty small, but it should be enough that we can absolutely just fill it with frogs. The one thing I also noticed is, well, no, I think the frogs do respawn, maybe. Oh, there's a person here. Hello? Well, that's kind of unnerving. Just like a random human is just watching me breed frogs. The more I think about this, the more kind of weird and unnerving it gets. Because, like, I am a anthropomorphic frogman. What is this guy doing? Like, is he just, like, watching me and observing? Is he just going full Darwin and just being like, what's going on over here? Is this evolution in play? In a hyper-accelerated scale as a result of this frogman's direct intervention? What is he doing? Is he trying to create a mate for himself? Or is he trying to do something much more sinister? I don't know. I would absolutely love that if that was suddenly the plot. It's probably not going to be. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run around collecting mushrooms for a bit. That seems like my best course of action. Because there should be, what, 10 different mushroom types that show up in different circumstances? Okay. Do you have any, like, weird... I'm just gonna kind of toss a couple of frogs. Because what I'm probably going to want to do is try and breed some, like, peak frogs with high stats. Wait, shouldn't this stack? Yeah, weird. It didn't want to. Yeah, a lot of these things seem to show up while it's raining. We also haven't found the, Oh yeah, we found more of these. I do hope we get a sort mushroom inventory option, as that will save me some time. You know what would actually solve the I'm slow in mud thing? If I could hop. If I could hop really fast. But yeah, my inventory doesn't want to stack. Weird. Yeah, I want to just grab a decent chunk of all of these, just to make my life a lot easier when it comes to selecting traits, because a number of these don't show up outside of certain circumstances. I think this game's pretty good at... Ooh, that's a thunder. This game's pretty good at specifically giving me a decent variety of mushrooms in the weather effects scale or cycle very often. But even then, better to just have like a massive stock that I just keep pulling from instead. More than anything else. Okay, can we stack these together? 90, yeah. Here's a question, can I investigate these? No. Yeah, there's disco mushrooms that I'll have to keep an eye on. Because yeah, we have a whole bunch of shrinking teapots, but I think we're good. Okay, cool. So now that I've done that... Oh, I need an empty bucket. Bucket? Okay, some more magic mud. Put that in. Grab the water. And let's take a look. Oh, we only got a single frog spawn from this one. Well, it's okay. Because this should have a low chonk. So if I put this in, Gene Stealer. Check your frog spawn complete. Alright, so I think I've completed this, or at least done this correctly. So let's take a look. And then we'll have to figure out what each of these mushrooms do. Because we have a number of these frogs with like 4s and 5s. So we might be able to get some like weird maxed out frogs instead. Short-legged Bitsy, a cute friend. Frog! Oh, that is actually very cute. Wait, where did it go? Oh, it's still in my hand. Let's see. Do I need to do anything with the short-legged Betsy? I wonder if, wait. Okay, here's a question. I wonder if... Take our buckets back. Well, or try. Yeah, I don't have too many slots here, because I've maybe squandered a lot of my inventory space on various garbage. You know what? Let's go plant these. Because, yeah, I might as well clear out my inventory a little bit. That whole area is going to be kind of scuffed looking, but whatever. There we go. Okay. So now that we've done that, I guess let's take this back. We've probably, well, because we've got a little bit more shrinking twiglet mud. Maybe, I don't know what happens if I try to breed the short-legged Bitsy with one of the other ones. Do we have another that I could de-chonk? I'm also curious about what those smaller squares are for each of them. Okay, so this one's got a low chonk. And this one's got a low chonk. High P, but I'm really curious about, like, what this does. Using a nursery to affect frog spawn. Because my main question is, if I have two of these going simultaneously, can I, like, put it in the lower slots to further reduce their stats? Wait, no, that wouldn't work. And some of them give me two. Okay, so let's check the nursery. You have low chonk. And we do need a water bucket. But we're probably not going to need the hammer anytime soon. Grab the water, put it in. I put this here, does it do anything? Probably not. I'm assuming the lower section is just more storage space and nothing else that I can immediately affect. So in that case, because there will be Mudborne. Yeah, not quite sure. It's fine. Okay, what's the last one? Mushrooms. So there's two more. In grass blooms during night when it's raining. Shallow water blooms during night when it's raining. And mud blooms during night when it's raining. So I guess really we just need a good rain at night. And most of these things should just show up. Well, we've got another short-legged Bitsy. I'm just gonna stick them around. Maybe they'll start expanding further. I have no idea. Okay, so this one removes ribbit. Sure. Oh, right. We need empty bucket. Right, here's a question. Yep, so putting this down here is completely useless. It's just extra storage. Alright, but yeah, let's see if we can, genetics our way into having a frog with minimal ribbit. We're gonna need two. Oh, I'm gonna have to go make more... I'm gonna go... have to make at least one more bucket. I'm gonna make like two. You never know. Okay, so ribbit are. Those eggs are useless, those are not great. I guess we should probably find a breeding pair. So there's one. And there's two. Yeah, I still don't know what those sub-squares mean on... Oh, rain forecast 10. That's actually really helpful to know when I should keep an eye out for certain mushroom types. I know, I've already got at least some of these. I'll grab a little bit more. But it's not what we specifically need. I've got plenty of heart blooms, so I think we're good. Okay, so we want to go back to... We want to go to this one. Ribbit is 4, ribbit is 3, wait, ribbit is 4. How? How did their ribbit go up? I have no idea. Unless that, that small square is actually like a recessive? It could be. Okay, do we have any subpar frogs? I don't know, maybe. No, we keep getting actually pretty high stat frogs. Okay, here's another 2Z. Now this might give us like a 3 instead, just because of recessive traits or something like that. I'm not exactly brushed up on my frog genetic engineering. I mean, I guess this is kind of a good crash course in it. It's also not how it works. At least not to this degree and not this fast. Nor with these stats. But I do have to say, like, this is actually kind of fun from, like, a... I don't want to say an educational perspective. Okay, so we got some viable eggs with a low ribbit scale. Okay, if I can find... Wait, no, I'm looking at the frogs. There we go. Low ribbit. Bucket of mud, bucket of water. Alright, cool. So they should give us the right thing. I think we only just need to make one of each. So that actually makes this much, much easier at the moment. Because now I just have to specifically go hunting for the right frogs. I could specifically try and, like, breed them a bunch in various manners, and maybe I'll do that. It's just slightly slower. Whereas it seems like there's a decent chance of me just finding a random frog with the traits I'm looking for. Huzzah! A cute friend. Muffled red spot. He doesn't really look satisfied with life, to be honest. Okay, so we've reduced our ribbit. So I guess we don't need this too much. I can't, like, clear it out, can I? Because, yeah, I could use it to mess with another frog, but I think I might want to just do it one at a time. Okay. Let's see. So what's our next mushroom? +1 grump. Minus pizzazz. Plus ribbit. Minus grump. Chonk. I guess what are we looking for? So I've got... This frog is a good contender. These two are a great breeding pair. So let's actually toss them both in. Because 4 and 4. So that should give us a 4 ribbit. Or eggs with a 4 ribbit that we can adjust. Oh yeah, we can actually just store extra eggs in here for the time being. Oh. Actually, I just noticed we've got quite a couple that are just perfectly fine. I should have just looked at one of my eggs and just said, like, yeah, this is exactly what we need. Okay, so that's a universal universal egg. Almost universal egg, at least for going for the high stats. So let's take a look at a couple other, the other ones here, because at least a number of these are 4. In fact, I think across the entire gamut of all of these, we have enough to go for maximum, or maxed out? Maxed out. So let's remove these eggs. Any mushroom that I've worked with. Okay, so which one is +1 grump? The fairy chanterelles. Or fiery chanterelles? Looks like we're gonna need some more mud for this thing, too. Okay. Put that in. So, who is my grump for? Yeah. Let's put that one in. So that should give us exactly what we need. Let's see, rain forecast 10. So it's probably tomorrow morning. That's unfortunate. Because yeah, there's 3 mushroom types I do not have. As soon as I get those, I'm good. So what is our next one? That's minus grump. Wailing puffball gets us the... Actually, I should use this very briefly. Wonder if there's an easier way for me to pipe mud around. Hopefully with the full version of this game, there's a greater feeling of automation, just because. Oh, I wonder if I can get rid of the old spent mud that I don't... Oh, it's a fiery chanterelle. 1 second. Oh. Gray-eyed skulker. Frog! Oh, right. It's maximum grump, of course. Okay, so we've done fiery chanterelle. So I should remove these. Swap these around. Let's see. We were going to do the wailing puffball next. And I might as well make, like, another bucket of mud, too. One of the other mushroom types I haven't messed with. Oh, right. Need more. I'll have to figure out how to empty some of these buckets, but I might be out of luck. Oh, good. I can even see that these give, like, +1 ribbit. Or -1 grump. Let's see, have I done the giant wax cap yet? I have not. But I need to actually clear my stuff out. So I guess let's go here. Oh, I'm gonna need more buckets. Sure, why not? Okay, because we're gonna need a bucket of water if we want to have Ferg. So, we want to do +1. That's a good ribbit one. Alright. And then we're looking for somebody with a low grump. I think my... Oh, no. We do actually have a viable egg. For low grump. I'm just gonna take whatever I can get. It doesn't seem particularly hard to breed for any of these traits. So rather than trying to, mess around with it too much, blue-backed screamer. Ah! Oh, it's the little angry frogs. I wish their tiny little pixels were slightly different, but they're so small I'm pretty sure that's not super doable. Okay. Put them in there. Here. I don't actually have to reach far. And let's reduce their grump. Yeah, I can also lock some of these things. Like, that's one of the other kind of useful bits. I'll just set the target here. But I might actually just be able to have these open at all times. Just on my left side. Okay, so we should have an empty bucket here. I don't remember what this mushroom does. Oh, this is the one that is -1 grump. We've already done it. No. Oh, this one looks happy. This is our -grump. Blue-eyed sparkler. Okay, well, that's a dud. This is done. And we did the wailing puffball because that was 1 ribbit, so that one's over and done with. So to some degree, what I might want to do is actually snag my other cauldron. Oh, it did close everything. Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, we've got a rain forecast at 1900. Hopefully that's late enough that it'll do what I need. Okay, so we've got 2 mushroom types left, these 2. I'm just gonna try and organize a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Alright, move these up. And yeah, I'll just do a bucket of both. Just so I don't have to think about this too hard. Then all we have to do is just wait for the remaining ones. I think when this game actually comes out, I will probably organize these based on plus and minus traits. But for now, this is fine enough. Really what I should do is actually go back to Apico and play a little bit further. Considering there seems to be reasons to do. So bonus chonk and minus pizzazz. Well, what do we have? Chonk is good. Well, which of these have we not done? Min Ribbit. So we've done Max Grump. Or we've done Max Grump, Max Ribbit. We've done most of our minimums. Minimum Ribbit, minimum Chonk. So really, let's take a look at maximum. So we've done Grump, we've done Ribbit. And those are the only 2. Which of those do we... So pizzazz, we don't have anything for pizzazz yet. So I guess I might as well do chonk on this one. There we go. I also have too many bucket. And then unfortunately after that we're going to have to, well, we're going to have to grab a couple more frogs. And then we're going to have to try and find the right stats. I think I've found 7 mushrooms so far. But I only, yeah, I guess we'll have to check. I might only have 6. Or I did something wrong and missed something. That, yeah, that does look like maximum chunk. So what is this? A vast mud lurker. Okay, I wish he was bigger. At least his portrait is big, but as a frog, I almost feel like he should be, like, just the random 32-bit frog. Okay, so now all we gotta do is find some frogs with a low pizzazz. We got one with kind of mediocre pizzazz, but yeah, let's just go. Boop. Let's just go find some new friendos. I kind of wish once you introduce, like, if you introduce a couple of frog types into the wild, like a breeding pair, they start expanding a little bit. Oh, there we go. You've got low pizzazz. You've got low pizzazz. The only problem is they might actually have a recessive for a much higher pizzazz. And if I breed them together, I might have it backfire on me. Well, whatever. Time to find out. Okay. I guess beyond that, should I do anything else? Let's see. I guess let's take a look at our guide. So we're missing 4 frogs. And we're missing 3 mushrooms. And one of them we haven't used yet. Okay, so I think we're fine. We've just got to get our low pizzazz group. Please tell me low pizzazz. Perfect. Okay, they're egg. They're mud. They're water. Okay, cool. So this should have the low pizzazz frog. So then all we have to do is just get a couple more eggs that fit only a couple of gene sets. And we've got 7 hours before it starts raining. It's nice to have a plan. It's nice to know what I'm doing, and it's nice to know that the goal is in sight. I really like demos like this, where it's actually, where you have like an achievable ending. Alright, you have an achievable ending to actually work towards, so it's kind of a full game experience that also trials out what the game's gonna look like. A grubby rascal. Okay, so you can still be anything, except for S. So we are looking for, we've got Chonk, we've got Ribbit, and we've got Grump. So we're looking for, so we want to do maximum pizzazz and maximum stink. We have not done either of those. So we've got to find 2 of these. Okay, so these eggs let us do everything but stink. So I guess this is going to be our pizzazz eggs. So we're looking for a pair of sweet froggos with a 4 in stink. Oh, there they are. Perfect. And then we also need to do minimum, so we've done minimum chonk, we've done minimum ribbit, we've done minimum grump, we've done minimum pizzazz. So actually we need to do minimum stink. Stink seems to be our main limitation here. I guess let's find some froggos with a 3. Or not a 3. A 2 in stink. Okay, those might be good candidates. Okay. Yep, we got our stinker. So let's just see if these 2 combo together, or if we're going to end up with a surprise that is not what we want. I guess we'll find out. Are you just a red mushroom? Yeah. Yeah, so the only ones we need at the moment are not accessible. So now we just wait. 2 hours. Please just give stink egg. Ah, there are 3. Unless... You know, actually, I can use these. They're not great, but we could actually breed... we can hatch these specifically with a reduced stink effect, and then try rebreeding them, because they might actually go back down. We might want to go looking for more. So let's just dump every frog that we currently have that doesn't fit my specific requirements. Also gonna rain soon. And yeah, let's just go catch a bunch of periphery eggs and see if we have anything that has like a definitive minimum stink. I take some of these lines out of context. Here we go. Okay, flat stink thorn. Okay. And I'm just gonna run around grabbing... We need 5 of each. I don't think we actually need more than that, but... Considering I'm accident prone, it's probably best that I get a couple spares. I'm not that accident prone. I don't even know how I could make a mistake here. But in case I suddenly figure out how to empty a bucket out, I should probably have at least, yeah, I don't know, a bunch of each. Okay, at least we've got our bare minimum, but I can kick around for at least a little bit more. That's a 2, that's a 2. Okay, so we've got a couple more potential breeding pairs. All we have to do is probably take him back. Do I do any more? Am I that paranoid? Do I need to be that extensive? Probably not. Okay. We don't need any more discos. It's really just the, a couple more spotless funnels and flat stink horns, if I really feel like doing it. I might as well. It's not like it's going to rain anytime soon at night. Oh, no. Actually, the next forecast is also going to be at night. So it should give me exactly what I need. Oops, bonus frog. Get out of here. Okay, so, now that we've done that, let's go to the cauldron. Let's see, so which... Okay, this one's done. Alright, so let's just make a bucket of each. Just to make sure. Actually, I didn't spend too much time on this either, which is good. Or, sorry, the rain stopped pretty soon after I stopped. So I guess my choices were not too untoward. Even if, yeah, it was kind of overkill. There we go. So now, we are going to need... Which one of these... So I need a second spotless funnel. That is the one that we did need more of. We're actually going to need 3 of these. Because we're gonna specifically try and crater the stats on these two, by breeding them lower. Yeah, so this will give me enough for a couple of extras. Plus, we've got another forecast at 1800. Okay, so now we want to breed. Or... Let's see. So that's one stink. Let's just go for a stink frog. Finish that up quick. Do we have a frog with minimum pizzazz? Yes, we do. The grubby rascal. Okay, so all we need is a empty bucket with water. Okay, good. I was like, I know I have more buckets than this. I have to. And yeah, I could have a couple of these going simultaneously, like multiple nurseries, but I don't think I need it. I think I'm good. We've got 15 hours before the next rain, and we really only need to grab like a very small handful. But mostly I'm just waiting. It is the... it's happy. It is the brown-backed stinker. Wow. That is a frog that farts and knows it. And it likes the smell. Okay, so we've got the reduced sting, but we want the bonus pizzazz. That's why we held on to that frog. Yeah, I'll have to try Apico again, now that I'm actually paying a little bit more attention to, the frog breeding. Because I bet if I went back to Apico, I think it would make a little bit more sense to me. I think it makes perfect sense now, but this is easier. Maybe that's it. This is just that much easier to follow. This guy looks like he's got a hat. He does have pizzazz. He does have a hat. Why does he have a hat? The long-legged dazzler. Oh, he does actually have the hat in his little tiny sprite form too, but not when he's jumping. The hat disappears when he does that. Alright, so next up is the, here's the question. Will this work? Because I could go looking around for the right frogs with a 2 trait. I mean, I guess we do actually have... we've got a couple with low stink. So if I've got some pre-existing ones, as long as it doesn't match up, I think it'll go for the dominant trait. Because I think with the previous one, they lined up and therefore went up, not down. But I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so... yeah, this one's got the stink stats that I was looking for. What about this one? Perfect. So we don't even need to go through all this effort. We got what we needed and then some. Because this should be, not stinky frog. Oh, did I pick up this guy again? Must have been when I was swinging through the forest or something, going for some mushrooms. It is fine. Give us this day our daily frog. I mean, I guess I've been having multiple frogs today, but still. Bam. We have the... I guess we don't know. It looks like a pretty regular frog. Pristine green eyes. Alright. So if I take a look at this, progress 10 out of 10, 11 out of 11, 13 out of 13. Alright, let's go talk to the frog god. All frogs found. Time to dream. Sleep until dream. You have done it. You have returned them all. Thank you. That's all, folks. We hope you enjoyed playing? Oh, this is not... I don't know if the font got screwed up here or if this is intentional, but, oh boy. Anyway, that was a fun little demo. I'm hoping that there's more to this game, on the way, and that we just have to, you know, just need some more time in the oven. It could also just be kind of a random, oh yeah, check out the full game, Mudborne. So what else is there? Obviously there's going to be more technology. Well, unfortunately, their screenshots seem to be exclusively from the demo, so I'm not really sure what more there will be. Because there's tiny little frogs, different mushrooms, play God, manipulate your frogs. One of the frogs has a tiny hat. Okay. So actually, it looks like this was part of a game jam from Fletchfest. And joked about making Apico but frog. And they want to make it a reality. So I'm not actually sure what's going to be in the final version. But one way or another, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. Elrazer's work with Apico was, like, that was a really fun game and a really neat idea. And I'd very much like to see that expressed, but with, honestly, different animal types, and I think kind of cute little frogs. Yeah, it works. It works really well. For now, though, if you guys want to play the Mudborne demo, it's available on Steam right now. I don't know how long it's going to be around for, but it's good for an hour, and it's really cute. And if you've got any kids interested in biology, it might actually be worth just sitting them down with. It's kind of a simplification and also kind of wrong when it comes to, like, how genetics and evolution works. But I think it's a very good way of visualizing and explaining how dominant recessive traits work. Because I'm pretty sure that's what those tiny little squares were. There's no tutorialization telling me otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, boy, howdy, I have a whole bunch to show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.